In today's video, I'm going to put famous brand designs through Google Translate 100 times and recreate whatever cursor result I get. We'll start with Pop-Tarts, pre-baked toaster pastries that come in a huge variety of different flavors. And the one I chose for today is frosted blueberry. So first thing first, let's put the name into Google Translate 100 times and see what we get. Cosmetics? Oh, what? Now let's try with the flavor frosted blueberry. Blue cabbage? Okay, let's start designing the new knockoff brand. First, I split the cosmetics text into two lines and tilt some letters with a similar font to the Pop-Tarts logo. Next, I replicate the same effect the Pop-Tarts logo has by adding a blue stroke around the letters, another stroke for thickness variety and inner shadow too. Now, I do the same effect for each of the letters in the name. To tie things together, I'll add two borders around the whole logo and close those gaps too. Let's bring this new logo to the packaging. One last detail, I forgot to add a shadow underneath as well. Now I need to work on the new flavor, so I will add a blue box like that and I'll drag the blue cabbage text inside. I really like this text on the original packaging, so I'll add one to mine too. Perfect. Now we need a picture of a blue cabbage, but the last time I checked there was no blue cabbage at my local market. So instead I drag this fresh delicious looking red cabbage here and change its color to a radioactive bluish one. I'll add a shadow to make it pop more. Now to the actual tart. There are plenty to choose from, but I decided to go with the frosted brown sugar cinnamon tart. I think it will be a great base to start cooking the new blue cabbage flavor. I'll start by changing the topping color to a radioactive blue and do the same with the filling, but making it darker, rich blue. For more don't eat me vibes, I'll add two teal colored stripes. I'll give him some highlights and shadows. You know what? None of this speaks cabbage to me, so I'll add shredded cabbage on top. Not this huge piece of course. I'll make it into small crumbs and change the color to blue. Final touches, I'll add the calories count on top, the number of tarts the packaging has, and the legal information at the bottom. And here you go. A cosmetics blue cabbage Google Translate Pop-Tarts knockoff is here.
Crazy good.
If you are wondering how they look, they'll come wrapped in foil and each wrapper will contain two blue cabbage tarts. For the taste, I leave that to your imagination. Next, we have Dr. Pepper, and the flavor I chose to distort is strawberry and cream. So let's Google Translate those two names 100 times and see what we'll get. Leaf. Very cool name for a soda drink, to be honest. Now with the flavor. Fluff? What is fluff? I think I'll go with marshmallow fluff in the end. Let's start mixing. First, I'll erase everything except for the logo. It's hard to see right now, so I'll change its color like this. You know what? I'll delete all the letters, but keep the swoosh and the letter P only. And you'll understand why in a second. I'll hide them for now. I'll write the name we got from Google, Sick Leaf, but without the L, because I created using the letter P we said before, like so. I'll connect the letter S with the remaining parts. Now I'll take the swoosh and place it around here and connect it with the letter L. I'll add the established date text and the new SEC logo is completed. Let's work on the flavor. I'll borrow this banner from this can very quickly. Give it a similar red color, a darker shadow and a stroke to separate the elements apart. I'll make the new can into two colors by changing the bottom part's color for more personality, you know. And I'll drag the flavor fluffy text to the center. Now I need a picture of marshmallow. So I'll create one myself, give it a shadow and drag it on top of the banner. Then I give it a stroke for better separation. I'll add a foam cloud with the same style as we did with the marshmallow for more fluffiness. I really like this swirl effect on the original one, so I'll create one for our design too and maybe give it some depth like this. Finally, I'll add this text on the side, and with this, our new sickly fluff flavored Dr. Pepper is completed. What are your thoughts on this one? Before we continue, I want to take a brief moment to thank you all for the support you've shown. I even got noticed by the person who inspired me to start this journey. That's insane to me, so thank you so much. Next, we have Goldfish baked snack crackers, and the flavor will be the classic cheddar cheese. As always, let's Google Translate the Goldfish name and Gastric reflux? Oh no. Now for the flavor. Nothing changed at all. Let's try again. A little cheddar cheese. Okay, cool. Let's start working on that. I'll clean the box a little bit, but I'll keep thin the goldfish. I'll add the new name gastric reflux here. I couldn't find a similar font, so I made one myself. Now I'll apply the same effects the goldfish logo has. By changing the color to brown, adding highlights and the shadow, then are separated from the letters with a white stroke. The goldfish logo has this fish icon thing as the eye dot, so I replace it on the new logo with a stomach to refer to the new name better. I'll add the manufacturer logo on top. Now let's work on the mascot. I'll borrow fancy sunglasses real quick like this. I'll cut it from the swoosh like so and change it with an upset stomach mascot I made. I named it Egg for obvious reasons.
You're not really fun.
Now let's give it the glasses we borrowed earlier. Then rotate it and add in some shadows like so. I made the swoosh look like it's coming from the stomach mouth, like Egg is throwing up this orange stuff. We are done with the logo part. Now I'll add this green watercolor background like the original goldfish box has. And I start working on the new flavor name, a little cheddar cheese. I'll change the text colors and give the word cheddar a shadow and a stroke, and I'll add 2 brush stripes like this. I'll take this cool text from the original design and place it here, and I'll add some teeny tiny cheddar pieces and drag them around here. Maybe I'll add some cheese crumbs too. Now let's work on the actual crackers. I'll take this biscuit picture I found online and cut it to a stomach shape. Change the color to be more appetizing and give it some shadows and highlights for more realism, and the final hole for the stomach eye. Let's grab it and put it on the new box. Actually, I'll make 2 crackers. Final touches, I'll add the necessary text, the product type, flavor on top, and the weight text on the bottom. And here it is. Gastric reflux, a little cheddar cheese, baked snacks crackers is here. I really like this one. Last one, we have Starburst, the fruit flavored chewy candy. And I'll go with the watermelon flavor. I'll insert the name and the flavor 100 times into Google Translate. And we got asteroids and saffron is red in color. Fair enough. Let's begin the designing process. As with the previous logos, I made the new asteroids logo similar to Starburst, and I added a comet on the letter A. I made this cool comet tail as a background for the new logo. I'll put both on the packaging and give him the same effect as the Starburst logo. Something like this will do. Now I will create a liquid part on the bottom like so and give it some depth just like this. I'll make another one on top. Now let's work on the flavor. I will drag the saffron is red in color flavor text I made, and I will make the word saffron look 3D since it's the main focus, and I'll add a new text at the top indicating this is a new flavor. I drag this liquid drop I made on top like so, give it some shadows, and maybe I'll add 2 more drop holes on the liquid background just like the original design. I'll place a saffron flower on the drop and hide part of it to look like it's soaking in the liquid and giving it some highlights and shadows. Maybe I'll restore part of the flower to make the soaking effect more believable. Now I don't like the big logo on the original design, so I replace it with a bowl of Starburst gelatin candies from another design real quick like this. Finally, I'll add the candy type text at the bottom and the number of sticks inside the box too. And our new asteroid saffron is red in color gelatin candy is completed. The box will contain 24 sticks with each one containing 12 sugar-free gelatin chewy candies. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out more of my content. I let the algorithm decide what you see next. Thanks for watching.